Right. Okay. Welcome to ServiceDeck podcast. And my name is Oleg Koval. I'm CEO of ServiceDeck. And today we have special guest who's owner and CEO Urban Plumbing, Toronto and GTA area. And Zaza, welcome to our show.
Yeah, hello. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes. I check your reviews, Google reviews, and your customers, and I see they're very happy. So many good reviews, so many all 5 stars. So how have you maintained a relationship with your customers that is so happy and call you again and again for any plumbing needs they have?
Well, this is very important for us to serve all the customers properly. So, what does it mean? So, when we are on the job site, from the beginning, first we find the core of the problem. Always, we discuss with the customer. Sometimes we ask even the questions. Of course, if it is not emergency and if we don't see like a water is flooding or something. So eventually the customer is happy, and when we see the customer is happy, we are happy. They always tell you that the professionals, they were professionals, we are on time.
Plumbing is challenging job. And sometimes when you go for this job, sometimes it's difficult to even you try all your best skills, all your knowledge you have. And can you recall any, like from your memory story, any cases that like was really you just tested your skills and experience, some kind of job or case that you remember the most?
I have a very like a good customer. They have like a big house, and they had a problem. They did not have water. Nobody we are able like to check even and to find the problem. So I found that the water softener was broken, and the water softener, it's inside there is a sand which went into the pipes and into the water pipes.
Mhm.
So and all everything, all the water pipes were clogged with the sand, like a black sand, and all the fixtures, like faucets, shower faucets, toilets, and everything which supplies water, everything was clogged. And I remember even this customer told me that like a couple of companies, like plumbers, they suggested to replace entire pipe
Wow.
plumbing, everything.
Probably costly.
It's very costly, and for this house, I will tell you honestly that for
Yeah.
they would spend about maybe between 60,000
Wow.
to 70,000 even.
So you
And
saved them $16,000.
yes, and no, this is the key, figuring out details. So
Yeah.
what was the problem? So I cleaned all the pipes separately, all the fixtures, all cartridges, and like a showers, fill walls for the toilets, and
Yeah.
but eventually, it is easy.
Yeah.
When you find the problem,
Yeah.
it is easy to solve the problem with easy
Solution,
way.
right? So,
Yes.
so what you motivated to actually, because you have this challenge, you say, you know what, I would like to solve this challenge.
Yes.
And because if take your competition, what they would do, definitely, to replace all pipes and
Yes.
whatever, 17 or whatever.
Yeah,
$1,000.
17.
Oh,
It's a
17.
lot. Yeah, it's a
Wow.
huge house.
So, and probably this is a job for another couple of weeks,
Of
right?
course, yeah, and they might
But
stay
this is-
without water, and
this
they
is
have the
what-
kids.
That's
They
right.
have
But
kids,
this is what,
children.
first of all, to save time.
Of
Second,
course.
save time, money.
Mhm.
And third one, you build this relationship.
Yes,
Because
of
customers,
course.
they see, right? They see you trying to solve this problem. You know what problem is, but first you identify this problem. Like you
Yes.
said, maybe it takes a little bit more time.
Yeah, of
So
course.
you invest more time
But-
to identify problem, to talk to customer, how it's happened, when it's happened,
Yes,
why it's happened.
correct. Yeah.
And then it leads you to some kind of solution.
Yes.
Because if it's large three stores house, to go and troubleshoot what's happening.
Yes.
But when asking right questions, so definitely will give you some kind of hint, right?
Yes.
But it's good case. So But it leads me to another question about, because I see on website you provide 24/7 support.
Mhm.
So again, like some companies say, no, we provide 24/7, but if you're emergency and you call 1 a.m., no one pick up a phone and you can leave a
Yeah.
message.
Yeah.
So how have you handled this? And if someone called you 1 a.m.?
If you're offering your plumbing service to the customers, then you have to
Yeah.
be ready for this. The 24/7 is not like it must not be strange for the plumbers.
Yeah.
Now we have like a three like crews, like the three locations. We cover the North York Scarborough and Topico, which covers like Mississauga downtown and the surrounding areas.
GTA, right?
GTA, yes. You know, and we are always ready. I remember I was sleeping. Customer, like a woman, was calling me. And called me, and she was crying, like almost crying, and she
Panic,
was
right?
panicking. Yes, and I said, "Well, what's going on? What's
Yeah.
happening?" And yeah, first of all, of course, I asked her like, just calm down, just
Yeah.
find the shut-off wall for the main shut-off wall
Yeah.
for the house. And yeah, she found it. She shut it off, and yeah, of course, the water pressure like decreased. The flood, it was flooding everything. It was flooding the house. Very, very luxury house. So I went there. There was a lot of water, so you have to be ready also for this. Like you cannot, there's water or it doesn't matter. Whatever,
Yeah.
you have to go there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I found the problem and I cut it and I fixed it.
My next question about what would be your advice for homeowners, right? So in case emergency, because everything is okay if it's okay,
Yes,
and no one prepare if something happens.
of course, yes.
But if an emergency, water is everywhere, what should they do? What kind of advice you can give to?
So the first of all, when they have a leak from the water pipes or water fixtures, they have to turn off the water. It's very important for the homeowners to know this. Where are the shuttle walls located?
Mhm.
So the shuttle walls normally for the faucets are located under the sink,
Yeah.
sink faucet, which is leaking. So they can just open the cabinet or the vanities, and they will find it, and they will just shut it off. And if they will eliminate the leak.
Yeah. This is for house or is this
No,
for
it's
condo?
for everything.
Oh.
Yeah. So after this, so if the problem is not solved and
So
the leak is not
still, yeah.
eliminated, they have to go and turn off the main shuttle.
Okay.
In condos, it is located into the under the vanities mostly,
Okay.
which is in the bathrooms.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's located in the kitchen cabinet,
Yeah.
and sometimes very very rarely it's located in the closet. Of course, there's some good condos they have the signs and they can just open it. There's access door open. And the houses, this is located in where
Basement?
the water meter, yes, in the basement, where
Yeah.
the water meter location.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's in the furnace room. So I would suggest to turn off this water and call the plumber. In the condos, if they have the backup,
Yeah.
when they don't use the fixture, like if sinks,
Yeah.
and water is backing up from the toilet,
Yeah.
from the bathtub, shower, if they don't use it,
Yeah.
and it's backing up, it is building issue. So
Yeah.
they have to call supervisor,
Yeah.
superintendent right away, or security,
Yeah.
and they will take care of all this.
Yes.
They will send the building plumbers.
So it's always me as homeowner, for example.
Yeah.
Always question, right? So let's say if homeowner would like to save a couple of bucks,
Yeah.
you can go to YouTube, you can see how to do it, but without experience,
Yes.
without tools, and tools will cost you a lot because it's
It's
very
very
expensive
expensive.
tools,
Tools
right?
are very
It's
expensive.
not good idea for homeowners to invest into these tools because it would be much cheaper to call you, who's with experience, can troubleshoot, know what problem is,
Yes.
and bring your own tools, which is like you said, you invested in those tools with latest and greatest, and to fix very quick.
Yeah, let me tell you something here, if you don't mind. So, from the homeowners or from the users, actually, of course, there are a lot of information now in YouTube and TikTok, and
Yeah.
they can, of course, they have to check, and because it makes our makes our life easier, right?
Yeah,
And
because they're knowledgeable. Yeah,
they can do
Yeah.
whatever they can do, but there are many things that there are many details, and if you touch one thing, another one starts, another one has a problem, and you have to, like, anyways, you might get a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Just to check all the plumbing fixtures periodically,
yeah.
maybe once 1 year,
That's
2 years, like 3 years, because there are these fixtures getting old, and they have the lifetime, right?
Yeah.
And we nobody knows, right? So
Yeah.
everything needs to be upgrade,
Yeah.
change, replace, and even when you do.
So it's probably would be the best approach, and probably you provide the services and your team provides the services
Yes.
to go on site, let's say once in few months, or maybe I know how often, every 6 months, to go on site and do inspection, do
Yes.
report, and say this is what probably you have to look, or maybe it's time to replace,
Yes.
right? Or maybe it's in next 6 months you need to replace.
Yes.
But it will have some kind of
At least you feel safe.
yeah,
And,
at least you have some kind of expert go on site. They do inspection, they put report, and they say
Yes.
you're good
yes.
for next
Of
2
course.
years.
It's very important.
To do predictively and in case emergency, right?
Yes.
This is what I have. Another question, which is you're one of the first customers of ServiceDeck, which
Okay.
is
Yeah.
which is we honored to have you on this platform. And I think without this, would like to hear your opinion, because without some kind of platform, it's difficult to manage, like appointments. You don't want to say like some clients say,
Yes.
I'm gonna be on site between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Right?
Yes.
So it means customers, they have to take off and just wait for technician who's going to come on
Yes.
site.
Yes.
This is what when you have some kind of tools, appointment scheduling, for example, and they can call and schedule appointment. All your employees, they have mobile devices. They schedule, they know what they have to do, when they have to do. Job is started, job is completed, picture taking.
Yes.
In the end, you have invoice with all work was done, all materials. It's organized. It's organized. It's good for customer because they have full visibility. Good for you to manage your employees' work orders and invoices, payments. So just to get your opinion, how difficult would be
Of
to
course.
use Excel or
Of course, yeah. Like the leads you have,
Yeah.
you might feel, like, oh my God, it's so good. Like I have good many jobs, but no, if you don't have anything to manage this information, these leads,
Yeah.
then you cannot survive.
Yes.
Trust me.
yeah.
Trust me, you will not be
No.
able to continue your business if you want to have your business.
Yeah.
So to have your business, of course, you need some additional tools, not additional, necessary tools, which will help to manage everything. So first of all, to receive the jobs,
Yeah.
out there to schedule,
Yeah.
to to distribute this through the employees, and also, of course, to make everything in one base, in
Yeah.
one system.
Yeah.
And you have always invoiced these jobs, and it's easy after.
Yeah.
You don't waste your time. Can you imagine, like, if you have at least like 20 jobs today, like in one day,
Yeah.
for the at least, I mean, it's very, like you might have more, but you cannot send 20 invoices.
Yeah.
You cannot calculate the salaries if you don't
Yeah.
have this. And the ServiceDeck can calculate the salaries and can give you very good reports.
Yeah.
So we have calculated the reports for the jobs, from the jobs, what you did, how much it would cost.
Yeah.
Cost you. What categorize the job, what kind of category, it's very interesting, the analytical. The most important thing is like send invoices. Let's say
customer.
it's very important,
Yeah.
and also you can stock. You can
Yeah.
stock the materials there.
Yeah.
You know what you have.
Inventory.
Inventory.
Jobs.
Yes.
Estimate. All it's
Eventually you
important.
have your for example, for your taxes, for your corporation HST calculations,
Yeah.
like everything, like a payroll. For it gives you a lot of information,
Yeah.
right?
And to keep all in
So,
one.
It
If at
must
different
be
places,
that
that's difficult.
if your accountant will ask you, "Oh, bring me how much you spend." How can you do this?
Yeah.
Only bank?
Yeah.
No, only from the bank
That's
statement. It's very, like a tricky. But
Yeah.
here you have everything ready.
Yeah.
So it's very good also
Yeah.
for
And this is what based on the same subject. I think it's very important because I know you work with really big property management companies, right? And to manage all these jobs, they would like to work with someone who organize.
Yes, of
That's
course.
important, right? So because property management, they always have some kind of issues. You know, that's
course,
what their
yeah.
job is, to solve these issues.
Yes.
And if they have reliable, like you, for example, they can put, this is what today you have to do, and it's dynamically changing every day, right? So if you schedule for today, like 4 or 5 different jobs in this condo, whatever, you go by unit and you just fix, and they see right away.
If they need like any information, like from the history or from
Yeah.
everything happens, like
Yeah.
sometimes
You
the
go and
customer,
say, "Here you
the
go."
owner is complaining, the tenant is complaining, right? But you have everything here,
Yeah.
and you are reliable. So this service that makes
Yeah. Organize
your
visibility.
business more reliable.
This is what, like you just mentioned, if you, because this large, like maybe top 2 or 3, let's say in GTA property management company, if they work with you, it must be reason. Reason number 1, you organize. Number 2, you're reliable, and number 3, you have all tools in place.
Yes.
So you have a platform, which is mean you're scalable. It means you open more doors for similar property management companies.
Yes.
And this is very important because probably so many companies, they claim, oh, we can do everything. We can do this, we can do this. But the question is how scalable they are.
Trust me.
How quick you can do.
Yeah.
Do you have some kind of tools in place? Do you organize like scheduling? Because you have to be organized. You have to make sure you schedule on time. You came on on time. You do your job, and they have visibility as well at the same time. And definitely, I just would like to mention would like to thank you, Zaza, for visiting us and have this discussion.
Thank you.
From urbanplumbers.ca. Please visit website urbanplumbing.ca, as well as social networking like Facebook, right?
Homeowners.
Do you have TikTok?
I have Facebook page and the it's Urban Plumbers.
Yeah. If you have any
Instagram.
issues or emergency, you can call 437-981-2244.
Yes.
Right, this is phone number, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is our phone
Again,
number.
thank you so much, and looking forward to next
Steps
episode.
for development.
Right?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, and I appreciate this interview and our relationship.
Thank you.
Honestly.
Yes.